Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on Jesus's Skyline over there. We're going to replace the cable for the hood latch. It's actually stretched out. Also, let me open up this door. The handle is actually broken and it's not even secured in well. We've been using these to open this up. We got a couple boxes full of parts because we will be doing other things like the timing belt. Today it's going to be the cable assembly for the hood. And if you're curious about the part number, right there, that is, and it should be a straightforward install. Doesn't look like there's much. So I should note, my brother and I have never ever done this job on any car, but I mean, it's just running the cable. It shouldn't be that bad. I think we're gonna have to remove this spring so we can pull the cable out. The cable comes through here. It looks like it goes into the fender because it's not in the engine bay anywhere. And then if we come back over here to the inside of the car, and I apologize because it's probably hard to see. Right here's this cable. Right there, that hole, that goes to the engine bay. And then the cable actually goes into a hole that's right next to it. So that's why I think it's being ran through the fender.
Yeah, so also I bought the grommet for the hood prop, so it actually stays in place and the hood clip. They're like $5 altogether, super cheap, which is nice.
Is there a part number on there?
No, if you literally just look up like R32 Skyline hood prop and hood prop grommet, hood prop clip, it's on Z1 Motorsports.
I think it's right here. We're gonna try shoving this in. That looks like it's in place good. From there, okay, sweet. Now it's actually secure. This thing almost fell on our heads a couple times and it's kind of heavy.
That's so much nicer.
Yeah, we'll just...
Oh, we can take off later.
Yeah, we'll take this off later.
Just like this.
Okay, sweet, yep.
Oh, that is so much nicer.
It's the little things. I kind of feel like we're putting lipstick on a pig.
Well, that's because we are. It's nice because it's the Skyline, but it's not a nice car, if that makes sense.
I think it makes complete sense to anyone who's watched any of the videos. If you haven't, we'll actually put the first video of like the first video we made of this car when Jesus first got it. She's pretty rough, but we're bringing her back to life. Yeah, we'll actually right now lift up the car. We're assuming the cable's being ran through the driver's side fender. So we're gonna have to take off the wheel liner, which is still there partially. The Skyline is up on jacks and God, it's actually kind of a little nerve-wracking. The main reason is, well, whoever owned this car before, they did not properly jack this car up. So like the rocker panels are all messed up. Yeah, that's really, really bad. These are messed up as well. You can already see where some of these things are dented in. Point is, that was just a little bit nerve-wracking because like we weren't sure if the things were gonna cave in since we've never put the front up on jack stands.
It's horrible. That's all I got, is just it's horrible.
Oh yeah, that's the life with project cars. Next though, we do got to get the wheel liner out. It's partially gone actually. I'm surprised it's even here. So we have to undo some zip ties. This is already cut out, so we don't have to worry about that. And there's just some plastic screws we'll have to take out, and those are always a pain. I hate them. And that's pretty much it. And then we should hopefully have access to the cable that I'm assuming is being run up here. This is just...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, yeah,
you know
here
what?
it is.
Yeah, right there's the cable. Yeah.
Good.
Sweet. We don't even have to take everything out. All we have to do is literally undo these zip ties and these two screws, and then boom, we got the clearance we need. Yay for having shit boxes.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but I'll take it either way.
I feel so bad for the Skyline. So here's the intercooler piping for the front mount intercooler, and check that out. I'm all for, you know, modifying cars, whatever, but at least do it decently. That's rough.
That's horrible. That's the worst work I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's some pretty poor quality stuff. Yeah. Although, I don't know, you saw the V6 MR2 when I first got that car.
Yeah, but I don't remember there being any holes just like that.
Do you not remember the engine bay? Okay, they cut a giant hole. For anyone who's not familiar, I got a V6 MR2 in a raffle. It was $300, so it was the right vehicle. After working on it for a little bit, I discovered a giant hole was cut in the firewall that separates the cabin from the engine bay. That in itself doesn't bother me. I get the idea of an access panel. It's just the way that it was executed. That's what bothers me. But anyways, it happens.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fix that at a later date.
We're at the point now where we can actually pull the old cable out. The big thing is just having access when we route the new one in. So as I mentioned earlier, it connects right here below the spring. So we'll have to take off the spring. That's not a big deal. And then that should give us access to remove the cable. I think the best route is actually going to be removing these things, because if we take off the signal light, yes, that is taped on. I know it's hard to see, but right there is actually where the cable runs through. Yeah, removing these two things are going to be the easiest bet for us. We're going to We're gonna put this back, tape it back in place. If we come into the wheel well, we can actually come up here and see the cable is coming all the way along. Right there is the grommet where it runs into the cabin, and from there we'll be able to just pull it out. Our plan worked. We were able to, like I said, just push that off to the side. And then right there, I want to give you guys a better look. But right here was where one bolt was. And then there was another bolt right up there. We'll undo this spring. And then, like I said, just pull the cable out. And we should have it out hopefully in like 10 minutes. I think it's going to be quick. Quick note, everyone, always wear your safety glasses for this because you don't want this spring coming off and hitting you in the eye. This bolt is actually not in, and yeah, that just comes out. We got the cable out, and yeah, it really wasn't held in too well, at least on the interior of the cabin. It was one bolt, and that one bolt wasn't even securing it properly, but that's okay. We got them side by side, and right here is the end that goes inside the cabin. They look identical. If we follow along, right here is the grommet. This is the old one. The grommet moved. That's not a big deal. And then here at both ends, they look pretty much identical. So I'm thinking that this is not going to be an issue, and it should work perfectly fine. In terms of length, they're identical as well. The old one right here is actually about an inch longer because it was all stretched out. Other than that, this should actually fit right in. All right, the plan right now, as I mentioned, is to put this thing back in. I don't think there's gonna be really any special secrets. It looks pretty straightforward. There's plenty of working room. We got the cable in, we tested it a couple times. The latch still opens, everything's good. A couple quick tips. The first one is, well, right here, we actually made some marks so we could line up the latch where it should be. So that way there's no real guessing game. The only thing we had a bit of a trouble with is that right here is a bracket that connects to the intercooler, so this helps support it. The intercooler is definitely aftermarket, but anyways, I had Jesus actually push up on the intercooler so that I could get this bolt in place. That went in super smooth, no issues there. And then for this right here, to get the cable in, I actually, oh, we still have to line up the grommet. Let me do that real quick. I'll do that after I put the camera down, but the big thing is to get the cable through this hole, I actually put it right near the hole, and then Jesus was able just to grab it and pull it through. So that was really easy, pretty easy routing. We're able to bring it back through here. There was a little clip that was right here. We broke the clip, so we're just gonna end up zip tying it in place, which should be fine. I don't think it's gonna move much because the coolant overflow tank is right here. So pretty much all that's left is put the battery back in, coolant overflow tank, and then we'll put what's left of the wheel liner in. One thing I do want to know is that you guys didn't see the handle over here getting screwed on. And the main reason for that is we're going to go down to the store and see if we can find a bolt or get the right size bolt, since this one doesn't actually fit because of this little washer that it has on it. Besides that, the new hood release cable is actually in place, and it's pretty sweet. It's nice having a new one because we don't have to worry about if it's going to break or not, since that was a big concern of ours. Also, we can use the actual handle. We don't have to use the pliers anymore.
So I'm really happy that we got everything on, but little grommet, that makes me the happiest.
I am actually happy with that also because we don't have to worry about the hood falling on us anymore.
It's really nice to have.
Yes, it is. We're still not going to drive the car much because, well, we want to do the timing belt, the suspension, so there's some other things. We also want to try fixing these. We don't know if it's going to work, but we want to try plastic welding the tabs and like fixing them. If not, we'll just end up buying new ones. They're already broken anyway, so we're not going to do any harm. Lots more Skyline stuff coming up. Again, we got the timing belt over there. We're just waiting on one last piece to do that. You got anything else?
No, that's it. Just timing belt stuff soon. That's it.
Okay, well,
yeah.
We'll close out this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.